Hi.
We're the drunken comic book girls.
I'm Tasha.
I'm Karina. I'm a pervert. All right, and we're gonna review some comics for you people. The first one we're gonna start off with is Neverland. Look at that awesome sluttiness.
As we so have glare.
Yeah.
But
Oh, there's a fairy on top of a.
Indian.
What's her name?
Lily.
Tiger Lily.
Tiger Lily.
That's hot.
And
On a bed.
The mermaids.
Attacking
So
Captain Hook.
We're
Okay, so here I'll say what I like about it. I used to like Peter Pan since forever. Like I'll act like Jason. When I was a little girl, back in the day,
Peter Pan socks.
I loved Peter Pan. I remember watching Peter Pan and Batman on the big screen together because I went to a drive-through movie theater. That's like one of my first memories. So I love Peter Pan. I still love Peter Pan, even though Michael Jackson kind of ruined him. I still like him. So this is what I like about this book is that it's a totally new twist on Peter Pan. Because Peter Pan's the bad guy and Captain Hook's kind of the good guy, and it's just a completely different story.
Are you okay? Are you gonna die? Good.
So it's kind of nice to still have a kick-ass like Neverland Peter Pan story, but totally different from what I grew up with.
Yeah, it's a really nice variation to it with Tink just being a total out slut bitch.
Yeah.
And she's like one of the last.
Kind of a slut bitch.
Well, yeah, but she's like even worse now. She's the last fairy, or one of the last fairies to be found. With it being a grim, as Dennis go, grim fairy tales. There is actually a tie-in with the grim fairy tales, with what's going on with can't think of the bitch's name.
But you're drunk.
Shot do that to you.
I don't read it, so I don't know.
You should read it.
I know.
Anyways,
Hey, light whore.
Cassandra.
You know.
Is it Cassandra?
No, I think it begins with an S. Sela. Okay. We'll go with that. That works.
Whatever.
Anyways, Neverland is on issue 4.
Is it on issue 4?
It is.
Yeah, it is on issue 4.
It is on issue 4. I'm looking at it.
There was an issue 0, so I guess it's kind of like issue 5.
Right.
But
And
whatever. People don't know how to count.
Yeah, really. I know. Why? What's a 0? What the hell is a 0?
It's a half of comic.
That doesn't even. I don't even like
money.
zeros. Make it 1. What the fuck? So, anyways, it's.
Or they used to do zeros like Savage Dragon. They did zeros.
Okay, shut up.
Like
Yeah, nobody reads
No,
that.
shut up.
Okay. We read Neverland because it has slutty covers like this.
It does.
It's hot.
It is definitely
Look
a
at
grim
that.
fairy tale, so there are a lot of
This way. Hot.
sexy things going on.
And I like too that every episode we kind of learn a little bit more about Pan, because like I was kind of wanting to hope that he wasn't really bad at the beginning, and then it was like no, he's totally bad. And every issue you're like, he's just a horrible, horrible person.
And I love what they're doing with the Lost Boys, where they're not little boys; they're actually zombie.
Yeah, they're zombies.
They're zombies. They're his earlier kills, and
Aren't
he
they the
controls
people
them
that
now.
he like sucks his soul out of?
Yeah, I mean,
their
'cause
life
he
force.
traps all these little boys, or so far we've only seen boys, into Neverland with him, and then he sucks them dry.
He's the Batman
That's
of
what
Neverland.
she said.
Oh Lord. So that is Neverland for you. Pick it up. It's really good, especially if you like Zenoscope.
But pick it up the day that it comes out
Because it sells out. Like we both have different variant copies because that was what they had.
Yeah.
So we're now waiting for the second
Mine is
shipment to come
better.
in. Whatever. And so,
all right, do you want to go with your next pick?
Boys Like Neverland 2. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's because it has boobs. Okay, go on.
okay, so my pick, and I grabbed a trade paperback because I couldn't actually find the new series that's going on, is Anita Blake. And once again, I have lots of glare. It is based off of Laurel K. Hamilton's Anita Blake stories, The Vampire Hunter. I don't know what blank. It is currently on the 3rd book, which is Circus of the Damned. My husband is laughing at me.
You sound just like I do.
I'm I've read all the books, so I'm enjoying seeing them. You need to read them. We had this conversation last
I
night.
know. I started with the Circus of the Dams.
I'm enjoying seeing them in, well, basically color, comic book form, and
What's about?
she is a legal executioner for the government who can, as long as the vampire has been proven that he's guilty, she can go out and kill him.
Yeah, doesn't she need a warrant?
She needs a warrant. She is like the government U.S. Marshal. She has to have proof of everything.
The top of the fourth wall hated it.
Yeah, well, he sucks anyways, and we should be on that show, not him. So,
He was in the bed with the hot chick.
shut up.
Shot, you're gonna do it
Yes.
I enjoy it. I think it's more of like a girl book.
It really is a girl book, and it's Marvel.
Vampire sparkly or badass?
They're badass vampires. They're the
Yeah.
old, don't go out in the sunlight. They've got the powers that they're supposed to have. I mean, they've
They
got
have all
their,
those vampire rules.
they've got
attached to
their,
them.
they've got the council that they have to be answer to. They've got their werewolf to call, or a were rat, or a were
They
hyena.
have wear
Everything. She will later on, if it follows true to the books, will become a triumphant, where she will be connected to a master vampire, Jean-Claude.
I do know that.
Van Damme.
She will no. She will be also connected to a werewolf, a king. I can't think of his name at the
Basically,
moment.
she's a slut.
I want to know if it stays true to the books, because if it does, this bitch is a slut.
Yeah,
I
from what
love
I've
her,
heard, she's a
because
slut.
by the time, and I think I'm in like the 13th book, she's sleeping with no less than 20 men right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
and
like
she
you.
and she just had sex with 2 women. I love her.
Woohoo!
Okay, girls, I hate to interrupt, but rating on Neverland and an Anita Blake.
I give 5 out of 5.
Sure, 5 out of 5.
Neverland's a 5 out of 5.
Neverland's a 5 out of 5. For me, Anita Blake is a 5 out of 5.
Okay, and I'm gonna talk really quick about my other pick, which is Daytripper This Way, by Fabio Moon and Gabriel Ba, or however you say his name. And right now it's on issue 8 of 10, so it's almost over, and I'm gonna cry when it is. And it's kind of hard to explain what it's about. You should just read it. Just take my word for it. You should read it. It's pretty. Look at this. It's pretty. Has pretty covers.
And you can see she's with Marky because she says, I don't like that because it's bad.
It looks pretty.
I know, because it looks pretty.
It's about. Don't be drinking my beer. It's about a guy that starts off. He writes obituaries, which if you don't know what that is, you're an idiot. Basically writing about people when they die in the newspapers. Are you googly?
Are you googly?
Anyways, so he's a obituary writer, and his father was some big author, so he feels like he needs to follow in his footsteps, and maybe he's a failure because he writes his obituaries in the paper. And each comic book is centered on some main event in his life. So
Totally a little drunk. Sorry.
it skips around. Like 1 will be 11, and then it'll go to 33, and each comic book is a number, and that's supposed to be how old he is.
Age, right? Okay.
Yeah, that's his age at the time. And at the end of every comic, he dies, and it writes, like at the end, it's kind of like an obituary for him, where it's like, oh, he was a great obituary writer, or he was an 11-year-old boy, or whatever. Obituary. Shut up. So I like it because it's not like anything else that I've read in comic books, because usually it's about superheroes, or I like reading Batman. He doesn't really have superpowers. Cowboys, gay cowboys, Western, fairy tales, vampires, zombies, and this is just about a guy going through his life and all his traumatic events, and basically what people go through every day, and him trying to live his life. And it's just weird that he dies at the end of everyone. I don't get that. I'm probably missing something there.
What would you rate it?
5, because I like all these. 5
out of 5.
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
So read all these comics because they're all good. Neverland, Anita Blake,
Daytripper. Bye.
Bye.